one battle, and Luo Feng's name thundered across the universe. He crushed the Heavenly Wolf Lord and took the legendary Blazing Sand Cup. But that was only the beginning. The Chaos Lord had brought him to the universe sea ahead of schedule. And there, when Yuan Ao found himself surrounded by enemies, he suddenly tossed a mysterious map into the crowd. No one expected it to be a fragment of one of the three greatest secrets of the universe sea, the residual map of Qingfeng. Qingfeng is a deadly place, but its treasures are beyond imagination. Whoever holds the map gets a chance to enter and claim an artifact of terrifying power. The moment the map appeared, nearly 20 universe lords lunged into a frantic scramble. In the end, Luo Feng and the Ice Imprisonment Lord grabbed 7 fragments together. After Yuan Ao's death, a mysterious black banner was taken by the Heizhou founder. The battle for the map was over, but everyone present stared at Luo Feng in sheer shock. His silver wings manipulated time and space, their value no less than top-tier domain-level treasures. Many felt the urge to strike, but Luo Feng's reputation was too loud. No one dared to move. Only the Yin Emperor burned with rage. He thought his master had been unfair and swore in his heart that one day he would surpass Luo Feng. Then everyone noticed. After Yuan Ao's death, his relics shot off in all directions at immense speed. The Heizhou founder already held the sacred tree. He had no interest in the rest. He turned and left. The other universe lords instantly gave chase. Luo Feng immediately spotted what he wanted, the Blazing Sand Cup. It could massively boost his domain. But the Heavenly Wolf Lord's eyes were fixed on the same prize. Both pulled the cup toward themselves from a distance, closing in at the same time. When no one else was nearby, Luo Feng moved like lightning. He unleashed a micro-universe 100 million kilometers wide and trapped them both inside. The Heavenly Wolf Lord attacked with the Mengzu Jade, but it couldn't even scratch the micro-universe walls. Then Luo Feng unleashed the Golden River. With the dual amplification of his golden domain and the micro-universe, he effortlessly suppressed the Jade and locked his enemy down. While the Heavenly Wolf Lord was pinned, Luo Feng summoned a Mo race clone, masters of instant teleportation. In just a few dozen seconds, it crossed nearly 200 million kilometers round trip and returned with the Blazing Sand Cup. It drained a huge amount of divine power. But the Golden Horn Beast clone kept a reserve. Luo Feng's main body remained fully combat ready. When the Heavenly Wolf Lord broke free, he was boiling with shame and fury. Humiliated and completely helpless, Luo Feng met up with the Ice Imprisonment Lord, who greeted him with genuine praise. Together, they turned down an invitation from the 9 Nether Lord to join the Primordial God School and returned to human territory. They immediately reported everything to the Chaos Lord. After Yuan Ao's secret realm, both returned to Thunder Island in the virtual universe. The spoils were rich, but Luo Feng knew, among universe lords, he was still near the bottom. Yet now he had a new path. The Shi Wu Wings could manipulate time and space. He discovered that by accident. Plus, he had taken the Blazing Sand Cup. Now, by combining 3 forces, the micro-universe, the Shi Wu Wings, and the cup, he could suppress even ordinary top-tier domain treasures. Opponents like the Heavenly Wolf Lord were no longer a problem. They met with the Chaos Lord. He demanded a full report. The Ice Imprisonment Lord spoke first, giving Luo Feng full credit. His golden realm that manipulated time and space was what let them capture so many map fragments. The Chaos Lord was astonished. He had no idea where Luo Feng got such a relic. Luo Feng explained, the thing that rules time and space. Those were the Shi Wu Wings, which the Chaos Lord himself had gifted him long ago. Later, on the Primal Star, he found another pair of wings, and they merged into their current form. The Chaos Lord and the Ice Imprisonment Lord exchanged stunned looks. The Shi Wu Wings turned out to be an incomplete relic. The Chaos Lord admitted, back then, he was only drawn by the unusual material. He never realized he was holding just a fragment of a whole. Now the Shi Wu Wings had already reached the peak of high-class relics, and this wasn't even their final form. At full power, they could become absolute ultimate treasures. Luo Feng asked curiously, could this be a fragment of a supreme relic? The Chaos Lord smirked. Supreme relics are indestructible. They cannot be broken or split. So no, that's impossible. But what shocked the Chaos Lord most was something else. Luo Feng had defeated the Heavenly Wolf Lord one-on-one, despite the Mengzu Jade, and taken the Blazing Sand Cup. And he wasn't even a full Universe Lord yet. His divine power was still weaker than the others. Before, the Chaos Lord had planned to wait until Luo Feng grew stronger before bringing him to the Universe Sea. Now he changed his mind. The Chaos Lord spoke calmly, but his words carried weight. The primal universe is just a cradle. The real world begins in the Universe Sea. There, ancient giants who survived the great catastrophe still live. Countless treasures lie hidden. And in the deepest reaches of the three great forbidden lands, relics so powerful that even a universe supreme could die. But he gave a stern warning. Only the outer fringes. No deep zones. Clashing with the ancient masters, there will give Luo Feng growth that no training ground can replace. Before parting, the Chaos Lord told him to submit the 1,000 Threads map fragments to the Giant Axe founder and the Virtual Universe Company system to receive contribution credit. As he left, Luo Feng felt only one thing: anticipation. The great expedition was close. But while they celebrated a complete victory, tens of billions of light years away from the primal universe, inside a tiny lost universe, three ancient beings spoke quietly. They spoke calmly, and that calmness was chilling. The entire Yuan Ao incident was their trap. Yuan Ao was just their slave. The sacred tree, a bait thrown deliberately. They paid a huge price for this game, but it was their last chance. Fail, and all three would vanish forever. Their race too. The three swore an oath. For eternity and their people, only victory. Luo Feng returned to his divine kingdom. He stood on the plaza, gazing at the dark sea below, while browsing materials about the Universe Sea in the virtual universe. What he learned was immense. The Universe Sea is a truly boundless space, crisscrossed by flows of primordial chaos. There are three great forbidden lands: Qingfeng, Liuzhong Mountain, and Yuzhou Continent, plus countless universes of varying sizes. They fall into two types. First, the unique primal universe. It is born, flourishes, decays, and collapses over and over. Each cycle gives birth to countless races and uncountable powerhouses. Second, small universes created by universe supremes. When a practitioner reaches that level, their divine kingdom transforms into an entire universe. Luo Feng thought of humanity's primal universe, and guessed it had likely stopped in its early state after Yuanzhou was sealed. He also understood something important. Many of the ancient giants from before the great catastrophe are still alive. They've trained for countless eras, survived the most dangerous places in existence. Each one is a bottomless abyss. Next to them, the primal universe really does look like a quiet cradle. 3 days later, a message arrived from the Chaos Lord. After a joint evaluation by the Giant Axe founder and the Virtual Universe Company system, Luo Feng was recognized as the operations top hero. The reward, 1,200 treasure points. Exactly double what the Ice Imprisonment Lord received. The Chaos Lord himself was already returning from the Universe Sea. This time, his strongest main body would personally lead Luo Feng there. Luo Feng considered how to spend his points. A peak-level relic weapon, affordable. A domain-type relic or flying palace, not even close. He decided to hold on to them for now. The next month was spent training. Luo Feng repeatedly fused the power of the Blazing Sand Cup, the Shi Wu Wings, and the micro-universe. He was getting ready. Finally, in the primal secret realm, he met the Chaos Lord's main body. The aura radiating from him made you want to step back involuntarily, as if space itself was about to tear apart. The Chaos Lord teleported him to a remote corner of the primal universe. There gaped the black crack of Tia. There are 2 ways to enter the Universe Sea, the Chaos Lord explained. First, punch straight through the demonic wall of the universe. Second, go through Tia. Tia is the strongest black hole in the primal universe. Its power continuously breaks down the wall, leaving a permanent exit. But here's the key. Outside this black hole, 39 natural wormholes. In the Universe Sea, you can't use Divine Kingdom teleportation or fly through the dark universe. The only way to move is instant teleportation and wormholes. And one wormhole can throw you across hundreds of billions of light years in a fraction of a second. The Chaos Lord spoke seriously. The universe C is not the primal universe. There are no coordinates. A map is life. Get lost, and you may never find your way back. That's why you must leave an incarnation in the primal universe. Instant teleportation is only possible where you have a map. In uncharted regions, only slow flight. The Chaos Lord gave him the most detailed map humanity had so far. It covered only a tiny part of the universe C, but the positions of all 3 forbidden lands were on it. And then they entered Tia. Inside the black hole, the gravitational pull was so strong it would instantly tear apart even a universe venerable. But for Luo Feng, after his armor weakened it was nothing. At the very bottom, they saw the heart of the black hole, a 3-meter black sphere. Its surface covered in dark gold inscriptions. That sphere had bored a hole nearly 10,000 kilometers wide in the wall of the primal universe. They passed through it and arrived at the universe sea. All around swirled misty flows of primordial chaos. Their pressure, just from existing nearby, would turn an immortal god to ashes. It was incomparably more powerful than the chaos inside Luo Feng's micro-universe. The Chaos Lord explained, "These chaotic currents are the fuel for all universes. And here in the universe C, they are hundreds of times purer than in humanity's primal universe." Luo Feng turned around. Behind him stretched the endless demonic wall of the primal universe, like an eternal curtain without edge or end. He looked at it and thought, what kind of courage must Yuan Zhu have had to dare challenge this? The Chaos Lord spoke softly. Yuan Zhu is the only one in all of history who dared to stand against the primal universe. Perhaps Luo Feng will understand him only when he himself becomes invincible. They moved to where the 39 natural wormholes waited. Luo Feng checked the map and without hesitation chose the one he needed, number 15. For more than 2 days, they traveled through wormholes, crossing distances that an ordinary being couldn't cover in 1,000 lifetimes. When they emerged from the last vortex, Luo Feng froze. Right in front of him, floating in the void, was a small universe 100 million light-years across. Its entire surface was cracked, hundreds of enormous fissures, through which chaos freely drifted. This was a dead universe. The Chaos Lord led him inside through one of the cracks. What opened before them was a scene of total collapse. Shattered space, fragments of continents drifting in the void, gigantic stone slabs slowly floating into nothingness. The whole universe was fading, slowly but inexorably. The Chaos Lord explained, when a universe supreme dies, their small universe enters exactly this state. Humanity has already found more than 18,000 such universes. Over 99% of them, like this, their masters long gone. Then he explained the structure of the universe C. 3 epochs of universal cycles, 2 sacred places. The current primal universe is the 3rd epoch, the youngest, the weakest. It hasn't yet completed a full cycle. The powerhouses from the first 2 epochs, far more numerous and far stronger. But don't lose heart, he said. Yuan Zhu in his time was recognized as absolutely invincible. All universe supremes gave him a wide berth. The 2 sacred places, however, are something else entirely. Small universes from ancient times, incomparably larger than ordinary ones, untouched to this day. The universe C is chaotic, different epochs, different forces, constant clashes. The Chaos Lord told him. The 3 epochs are fragmented into dozens of factions each, about 100 in total. None of them alone can compare to the sacred places. But if you gathered all the forces of the 3rd epoch together, they would surpass either sacred place. And both sacred places together are roughly equal to the total power of the primal universe. Luo Feng listened and couldn't hide his shock. He knew how vast the primal universe's power was. And if 2 sacred places rivaled it, that was beyond imagination.